It didn't have an architect. It doesn't have a visitor center.
But if you want, I think I got a couple of guests here. We can get started with the tour.
But just like Hearst Castle,
Now, have you folks ever seen the house before?
Nitt Ridge is an official California State Historical Landmark.
Number 939. Now, the state, they call it a folk art environment. But as you're coming in, just take a look at that man on the toilet seat there. His name was Arthur Beale. All he ever called it was a junkie.
When William Randolph Hearst was spending the family fortune, Arthur Beale...
He was going by two nicknames. One of them was Der Tinkerpaw, because Art said he always liked to tinker with his paws.
...was digging out a hillside in Cambria.
Now, he said nothing was here back then. This was just a lot. It was a gully.
...to build the cheapest castle he could.
It's what somebody can do with nothing but a good imagination and a whole lot of work.
Knowledgeable of all things nitwit,
Well, this is the toilet seat picture frames, and that's one of his idols, Will Rogers.
present owner and tour guide Mike O'Malley can tell you everything you ever wanted to know about the house on the hill.
Those are car rims. They're concreted together. Then he dropped a fence post down the center, and then he put a rock facade on the outside. Now, that's what's inside these big pillars here. It's car rims.
The man who built it.
But if he needed to work higher, he'd just stand on top of these arches to work above. Or he would drop a board from arch to arch, and he'd create his own scaffolding that way with boards.
And the legend.
Well, there was a professional basketball player in the 70s. This man's name was Bill Walton. He's about 7 foot, Bill Walton. He's standing here in 1977 next to Short Art Beale on this patio here.
You can even take a trip back in time to meet the man himself.
Well, this is my refueling station where I take care of the master. And all this stuff in here is all salvage. Somewhere along my life trail I picked it up.
It's just kind of like a time capsule. Everything's in here. There's screen door parts. There's even silverware. It was a waterfall or fountain water feature. He'd fill it up with water and run into the tub there. He just collected everything. So this is a place that should be preserved. Thank you, folks, for coming on the tour.
Nitt Ridge is located in the West Village of Cambria. Take Main Street to Cornwall to Hillcrest. Tour reservations can be made by calling 927-2690.